On this day, 1514, Mary Tudor, sister of King Henry VIII of England, became the third wife of King Louis XII of France. On this day, 1635, Roger Williams was banished from Massachusetts Bay Colony, and, as a result, he later founded the colony of Rhode Island. Looting. The ship that refuses to give up her treasure. The British Navy ship HMS Looting was carrying a fortune in silver and gold bullion when it foundered in a storm on this day. The treasure was lost forever. October 9, 1799. Hoover Dam begins transmitting electricity to Los Angeles. On October 9, 1936, harnessing the power of the mighty Colorado River, Hoover Dam begins sending electricity over transmission lines spanning 266 miles of mountains and deserts to run the lights, radios, and stoves of Los Angeles. Initially named Boulder Dam. On this day, 1940, St. Paul's Cathedral bombed. During the Battle of Britain, the German Luftwaffe launches a heavy nighttime air raid on London. The dome of St. Paul's Cathedral was pierced by a Nazi bomb, leaving the high altar in ruin. On this day, 1942, a Chicago bootlegger escapes from prison. Chicago bootlegger Roger, the Terrible, Toohey escapes from Illinois' Stateville prison by climbing the guard's tower. Toohey, who had been framed for kidnapping by his bootlegging rivals with the help of corrupt Chicago officials, was serving a 99-year sentence for a kidnapping. Landslide kills thousands in Italy. On October 9, 1963, a landslide in Italy leads to the deaths of more than 2,000 people when it causes a sudden and massive wave of water to overwhelm a dam. The Diga del Vajont Dam was built in the Vajont Gorge to supply hydroelectric power to northern Italy. On October 9, 1967, socialist revolutionary and guerrilla leader Che Guevara, age 39, is killed by the Bolivian army. The U.S. military-backed Bolivian forces captured Guevara on October 8 while battling his band of guerrillas in Bolivia and executed him the following day. On this day, 1974, Oskar Schindler, credited with saving 1,200 Jews during the Holocaust, dies. German businessman Oskar Schindler, credited with saving 1,200 Jews from the Holocaust, dies at the age of 66. A member of the Nazi Party, he ran an enamel works factory in Krakow during the German occupation of Poland, employing workers from the nearby Jewish ghetto. On this day, 1975, Andrei Sakharov wins Nobel Peace Prize. Andrei Dmitrievich Sakharov, the Soviet physicist who helped build the USSR's first hydrogen bomb, is awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace in recognition of his struggle against the abuse of power and violations of human dignity in all its forms. Meteorite crashes into Chevy Malibu. On October 9, 1992, 18-year-old Michelle Knapp is watching television in her parents' living room in Peekskill, New York when she hears a thunderous crash in the driveway. Alarmed, Knapp ran outside to investigate. What she found was startling, to say the least. First Afghan presidential elections. On this day in 2004, for the first time in Afghanistan's history, voters went to the polls to choose a president, selecting Hamid Karzai, who had served as the interim president after the fall of the Taliban regime in 2001. On this day, 2012, a Taliban gunman shot 15-year-old Pakistani activist Malala Yousafzai, a vocal opponent of the ultra-conservative group's prohibition on the education of girls. Despite being struck in the head, she survived the assassination attempt. Thank you for watching. Remember to check my profile for important links.